joining us now to break down this CV Mannheim Central matchup here on the writer's block, Jeff Reinhart of LancasterOnline.com. You look at this game, and it might be one of the biggest mismatches of the entire year in the LL football schedule season. But Central's a team that was handsomely rewarded after wins over Cocalico and Solanco. Now they get two teams. They beat Ephrata handily. You think they can do the same tonight against Conestoga Valley?
The Barons did get kind of a break in the schedule here these 2 weeks. They get the teams in the section that haven't won yet. But I think Central looked at this as a chance to kind of get healthy and do some things to get back on track. As you mentioned, their non-league schedule was really, really tough, and they were tested their first couple of weeks in league play, that's for sure. Barons have picked up speed ever since the losses to Wilson and Catholic. They've been terrific, third-ranked offense in the league. Jeremy Nosp has been fantastic, 1,200 passing yards. Dakota Royer has been a monster that we all thought he would be. 27 catches on offense, and on defense he has been awesome, just chasing quarterbacks and making tackles. So Central picking up speed for sure. A dip in the schedule, yes, if you're just looking at records, but sort of a chance for them to get healthy and do some things and pick up some speed. And here they are, tied for first with E-Town.
I look at this team in Conestoga Valley, and they haven't had a win in over a year's span. They've had problems at the quarterback position, switching back and forth. Kevin Kelly hasn't had the production on the running game that many would have liked. Is Conestoga Valley just a team that's just on the decline, or are there steady improvements? We saw last week they only lost by 10 to Solanco.
Yeah, I think they're hanging in there. I think they're aware of their record, and they know they have some flaws. But they're hanging tough. 10-point game to Solanco last week. Good to see. As mentioned, the quarterbacks Alex Diener and Adam Heiselman have kind of both been taking equal amount of snaps. I think they've each thrown exactly 50 passes this year. Both kids are playing. Both kids are getting snaps. Kevin Kelly, as mentioned, has been solid. He's over 550 rushing yards, top 15 in the league. But sort of a rebuilding year at CV. Not a lot of fun. Since CV beat Central in Week 10 in 2006, the Bucks are just 2-16, and the losing streak is at unlucky number 13 right now for CB.
That is definitely unbelievable. Now, you never want to say a player's mindset is looking ahead, but Mannheim Central in the following week has E-Town. Of course, E-Town took care of business last year at home versus Mannheim Central. Do you think any of these players in their mindset is not looking at CV but looking ahead to E-Town?
I hope they're not looking ahead to E-Town. Section 2 is a war this year. It really is. Coach Williams has stressed to me several times this season, week at a time. He said in years past, maybe you can predict some scores in Section 2. Cannot do that anymore. CV is their arch rival. This used to be the mother of all rivalries in the LL League, and it's gotten out of hand a little bit here in the last couple of years. Central's won 19 of the last 20. Central's focused on CV. It's their arch rival. They're looking at this week. They know E-Town has Cocalico next week. I'm sure they'll have an eye on that score for sure. And I know Central has E-Town circled for sure, but they cannot look ahead. Got to take care of business against CV here.
We remember last week, of course, you and I back here on the writer's block were saying how Reading was going to be shut out by Warwick. That turned into a barn burner tonight. We never know what could happen. It could be an upset from Conestoga Valley. Jeff Reinhart of LancasterOnline.com. Thanks for joining us here on the writer's block.
Anytime, John.